In a bag there are only red counters, blue counters, green counters and yellow counters. A counter is taken at random from the bag. The table shows the probabilities of getting a red counter or a yellow counter. The number of blue counters to the number of green counters is equal to 3 to 4. Complete the table. So an important thing to remember when using probabilities is because the only options are to have a red counter, blue counter, green counter or yellow counter out of the bag, then the sum of these probabilities must be 1. The probability of choosing out either a blue or a green counter will be equal to 1 minus 0.4 plus 0.25, which gives us 1 minus 0.65, which is equal to 0.35. So now we've worked out the probability of choosing out a blue or a green counter, we can use this ratio here to work out the probability of choosing out a blue counter and then separately the probability of choosing out a green counter. So if we start off by working out the probability of choosing out a blue counter, the ratio is 3 to 4. So therefore, out of a total of 7 parts, the probability of the counter being blue is 3 out of the total 7. So to work out the probability of the counter being blue, we can do 3 divided by 7 multiplied by 0.35. And this gives us an answer of 0.15, which is the probability of choosing out a blue counter. Now to work out the probability of the counter being green, we can either use the same process that we used to work out the probability of it being blue, or we can use the fact that all of these probabilities must add up to 1. And if we use this gives us that the probability of the counter being green is equal to 1 minus 0.4 plus 0.15 plus 0.25. And this gives us 1 minus 0.8, which gives us a final answer of 0.2. Now this question's worth 4 marks. We'll get 1 mark for working out the probability of the counter being either blue or green. We'll then get a 2nd mark for working out the probability of the counter being blue. We'll get a 3rd mark for a process to work out the probability the counter is green. And our 4th mark for having both of the probabilities correct.